Hi, my friend. Welcome to the 1 Minute to Glory podcast. I'm your host, Alexandra Alvarez. I love to tune in with you every week. This episode, I hope that you feel refreshed, or that it sparks curiosity, or perhaps even gives you a different outlook on life. But at least, I hope that you get something out of it. So have a listen. It is almost the end of the year, and I am noticing that it's been some time now that I've been slowing down. I'm not as creative. I am doing less new things. I'm not compiling new episodes. I'm not recording new things. I'm just more editing and I'm journaling. I write a lot. I do more yoga instead of high intense workout, although I need them, so I do have them too, but less. I need to be outside. I need to have fresh air. And, it's the end of a year, soon the start of a new one. So I have been thinking about planning, because I realized that planning my weeks doesn't work sometimes. It doesn't bring joy sometimes. The work that I set up for the week, even though what I'm doing I love, I know it's what I love. I know there's a lot of things, a lot of new elements since I launched my podcast that are incredible. And yet, when I have to put that into little chunks of times to break it down, it doesn't bring as much joy. I feel sometimes even irritated or just old feelings coming up. And so I've been thinking of ways to go back to the joy and to align my work and my time, my days and my weeks with those joyful sentiments, those joyful thoughts and the excitement of what I am doing. And I realize that I am very intuitive and I feel deeply. I'm very connected to my body, so I know that my body is telling me to do something and then I'm not doing it. That's not what I plan in my week. I am more planning things that are just outwardly focused when I want to be more inward and deep. So I came across this planning system that mentioned seasons and flow of work that are more aligned with the flow of work. I've been drawn to it without really realizing what it was that I was seeking, and I purchased the course, which is not me. I always think things, but I was really drawn to it because I realized that I do want to plan clearly, and in a business there's different elements that need to be taken care of, and yet not all these can be done at the same time, not even in the same week. And I did not know that. I was actually afraid sometimes when I would be just more drawn to the creative aspect. I can't do just that. So there was this pull that I want to eliminate. I really want to have a clear vision of how I am going to plan my work. So this system was really incredible. It first mentioned something quite interesting and important. When you plan something for a new year, well, look first into the year that is just ending. Reflect on it and see what it was made of, so that I can determine what I want to do more of in the next year, what I want to do less of, and what I want to stop doing. I really urge you to do that exercise, to review your entire year month by month, and to find 5 to 10 elements that stood out for each month. And then to reflect. I really saw that there were times where I traveled more and times where I was meeting new people and I was constantly being with people and brainstorming, learning, doing work with, and then some times where that seemed slower, where actually I took a class or I did some more introspection. There was less activity going on. And so naturally, that is what happened. So that class really is bringing to awareness what I was already doing, but yet not consciously planning into my days, weeks, months. I was not planning what was actually happening in front of me. And so that was a very interesting aspect. And it brings a lot of peace knowing that I can do that. That there is such a thing as planning according to how I am feeling. It's not that I'm lazy, it's just a time to reflect and to really embrace that time. And once I embrace it, then I can go deeper into whatever season I am and do it better, and it brings better result. And if I'm honest with me, I did not want to slow down. I was fighting with that notion. I just launched my podcast. I needed to go, and be always creative. Why am I less creative now? Reflecting and hearing that class that came at just the right time. It was Kate Northrup. I really recommend her class. It was just like a breath of fresh air. I could just relax and embrace the season. And then new visions came up, new dreams, deeper understanding of my choices in the past year and the things that happened. Just more awareness altogether, but also less friction and tension. Because I don't know about you, but I don't want friction. I don't want to be irritated. I mean, we all are humans and things happen, of course, but for no reason, no apparent reason or no clear understanding. I want to have a little bit more control and awareness of my thoughts because I want to make space for other people in my life. I want to expand to decide more consciously how I want to be and come across with my children and not reacting. One of them is a teenager. There's a lot going on. My daughter is extremely outspoken. She's extremely lively. She expresses a lot. I want to hear it all. I want to have space for her. I don't want to have these moments of uneasiness with my own. I just want to grow to be that person because there is so much that I can do. And if I can eliminate some things that do not apply or are not necessary to make space for something new, a deeper connection, or just more acts of kindness, just be a different person altogether. I need to make space. I need to make space within. And so if I can eliminate those frictions, it opens up opportunities, which I'm very excited about. And I never thought those would be possible. And it really came with just a thought of how can I consciously be more the person that I want to become? How can I do that today? What is not working? And I realized that my planning was insufficient first, not clear, and when I would put more effort and be more proactive and try to schedule, it just doesn't work with me. Like I said, I'm more intuitive. I feel deeply, and sometimes I wish I did not feel that much because I don't know what to do with them, with those feelings. Having a system that works with me so that I can embrace those feelings and I connect more deeply, then it becomes not a nuisance, but it becomes kind of a superpower. It becomes something that I can embrace, that is me, and therefore it's more enjoyable. I don't have to fight with myself and therefore lose on opportunities to just be more connected to other people, which is my deepest desire. And I know it is the desire for most of us. To be connected is really a need that more than ever we have and we feel strongly about. So this is the end of a year. How was your year? What were the things that you were the most proud about? I would love to hear about what you have to say, how your year was, and what your vision for the future is, and How can you be today that person that you dream to be? Why not start today? Because the life that we have is really made of the days that we have. How we are every day is how we are. So let's be this person that you dream to be today. Have a wonderful new year, and may 2024 be the best year yet. I trust you enjoyed this episode, perhaps gaining insights or feeling inspired to realize you have the ability to plan your year in a manner that suits you. Here are a few key points to take away from this episode. Strategic planning not only enhances productivity, but also shapes the person you aspire to be. Embrace emotional awareness as you map out your plans. If planning doesn't bring inner calm despite your passion for the work, consider adjusting your approach. Harmonize your task and schedule to cultivate a sense of equilibrium. Find a planning method that complements your individual style and preferences. Trust your instincts regarding your work and how you approach it. This leads to greater fulfillment and eventual success. Reflect on the past year to effectively plan for the future. Identify what to do more, less, or cease entirely. Recognize the timing for different types of work: creativity, social engagement, introspection, completion before new beginnings. A well-crafted plan creates room for new projects and fosters inner peace. The peace derived from effective planning ripples outward, bringing harmony to your family, loved ones, and the world. Give yourself permission to ease up the pace, as doing so can amplify your creative capacities. And finally, trust that when you seek, you find what is best for you. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I'd love to hear from you, so please leave a review below or on Apple Podcast. If you found today's message encouraging, please consider sharing it with someone who might benefit. Your support helps us also reach more listeners. Thank you. Bye for now.